Hi, I'm Colton Hall with the Winter Advocate, and today we're interviewing head coach Dan Aaker of Winter Football. Coach, thanks for joining me.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
So, how was your summer? How'd that go?
It went pretty well. You know, what we kind of do is obviously our acceleration program is a big part of what we want to accomplish. The lifting and the agilities and the speed work, and then on Wednesdays we had our open fields where our kids would come in and more focused on football. So once a week, kind of more focused. But other than that, we really treat our summers as a way to better all our athletes. We really encourage our football players to be multi-sport, and that's what we kind of gear our summer acceleration program to. And it's led by the coaches. We go early, and for the most part, I thought attendance was pretty good. Our kids are busy with baseball, basketball camp, all the things that go with it. So we're understanding about that too. But I think the positive part of that is they're still doing something when they're missing acceleration. So I thought we had a solid summer, and our expectations for what we get done in the summer are pretty high, and this group was right in that mix.
Did you do anything fun over the summer or anything?
Personally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, my wife and I and another couple went down to Nashville and just 2 weeks ago, and it was a nice little vacation. We went down there for about 6 days and went up to Smoky Mountains for a couple days. So it was nice to get away, clear your head, and now I'm refreshed for not only football but the school year.
Absolutely. As an administrator and just a person that's you're the middle school vice principal as well. So
Middle school principal, AD, head
principal,
coach, yes, yeah.
What are you maybe looking forward to from a school standpoint?
Well, I think the beginning of the school is always is exciting. You get the staff to come in for a couple days, and the start of the year I think is you may not be quite ready for it, but there's still excitement for the beginning of the year, and I think that kind of goes hand in hand with the football part of it too. It's a fun type of year. I know parents are probably ready for school to start, to get their kids back into school as well. Maybe a little break for them as well. But it's kind of twofold. It's always good to see the staff come back and talk about what they did over the summer and see their excitement for the school year. And then that first day when the kids come in is always probably one of the best days of the year, just their excitement and to get rolling for another year.
You've always been a big supporter of the fine arts, and you're somebody that everybody absolutely looks up to in that regard. Now, why isn't fine arts important, especially from a school perspective?
All activities are important. Statistics show without question the more involved kids are, the better and more success they're going to have. Sometimes we worry a little bit, and I don't know if we should worry of kids maybe getting too actively involved, but those kids that are doing multiple things, 3-4 things in one period of time, whether it be fall, winter, or spring, also seem to be our better students. And I think it teaches them, there's a lot of things it teaches, but the teamwork fact of it, being able to set goals, time management, all that comes into play when you're that active. You've got to learn how to handle all that stuff, and whether it's a fine art or activity, it's just going to make you better. And I think that's one thing we have strong in our school district is our numbers and about everything are very good for the district our size, and hopefully that continues.
Absolutely. You're also, in your time with the Winter Warriors, you've won 4 state championships. From a community aspect, how can you attribute that to the community, like your success with the football team and everything? How can you contribute that to the community?
Well, you look at the tradition of this town, and it's not just football, but football is a big part of it. But we're pretty successful in throughout history of every program, and just talking football specifically, it's been pretty darn strong for a long time. I felt pretty obviously very lucky to get this position and been fortunate to be here. This will be my 18th year. But there's a lot of lineage there. I think we see a lot of the families that come back and have played in through this program, and that sets part of that expectation because it's in-house. And then just look through our banners and all state boards, and we talk with our kids a lot about that. Understand the history that you're part of. And when it gets to that point, and I think Winters had this for a long time, it gets to that point, you don't want to be that senior class that maybe lets that down. And we don't look at that as pressure. That's just what we want to accomplish. And I'm personally, as a coach, have always put a lot on our senior class. I really treat that and talk to them about this is your team, you know, your leadership. And, you know, the old adage that success breeds success is, we're a prime example of that. Year in, year out, our expectations are high. And I'd much rather have it that way than no expectations at all. And we don't look at it as a pressure standpoint, but we do understand that, you know, we're trying to represent, and not just on the football field, but outside in the public, being good people. But when we're representing our school, but our community as well, our parents, our families, Trip County. So we try to do that in as positive way as we can, and you know, the wins help that too.
Absolutely. Well, I want to appreciate you for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Colton. Welcome to winter.
I appreciate it. Thank you. This has been Colton Hall from the Winter Advocate with head coach Dan Aaker. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.